Students who learn all of the content for all of their subjects typically don't get the top grades, and this is why. If I rephrase that, learning all of the content does not guarantee you a top grade unless you do this alongside it. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Tilly. I got 5 A stars in my A-levels. I got majority grade 9s at GCSE, including a grade 9 in GCSE chemistry, and I can't lie, there were just topics I sacrificed for that subject. But what I am about to tell you is more important than learning all of the content. Okay, of course, you should always aim to learn all of the content, but the way in which you apply it in that exam is so important. A student who has perfect knowledge of absolutely every topic but no idea how to answer the exam will get a worse mark than someone who's got a lot of mediocre knowledge but knows exactly how to answer each exam question. The reason for this is because standardized exams are structured in a way where you need to give the examiner what they are looking for. Let me walk you through how you figure this out. 1. Understand that you are assessed using assessment objectives. These are outlined in the mark scheme, in the specification. In fact, you need to understand how you're evaluated, especially importantly if you're doing an essay-based subject. I really didn't like essay-based subjects because I was like, I know this information, why have I still not got the top mark? And it was because I didn't know how to answer the question. The way you can get around this is by reading out what the assessment objectives are, but then going to watch a YouTube video on it, or maybe just asking your teacher. Because if you just read the assessment objectives for GCSE English literature, it's going to be so vague and so fuzzy. It will say things like, oh, student can comprehend, student can critically assess. What does that mean? You need an example in front of you, and if you are looking for that example, you should be using examiner's reports. These are available from the exam board's website, and they are published about every exam that has ever been sat. They often include model answers. The majority of them do, the majority of exam boards, but you will have a commentary about what a student has done well and what they have done badly. Acknowledge that this is not just for essay-based subjects. In GCSE science, there are key words and key phrases that come up time and time again. And if you can understand the format of the question that comes up, you will get a top mark. So you have your different command words: assess, explain, describe. Oftentimes, those questions follow a very set structure. So you define something and then you explain how it works, and then you sort of evaluate, how does it work in this new setting? The point is, you need to be comfortable with answering the exam. That is what's going to allow you to get that perfect grade. And doing that on top of understanding all of the content is how you get straight A stars and straight grade 9s. Follow for more study tips.